And I'm titling this video The American Holocaust. It's about mind control that supposedly the CIA started but was banned in, I think it says 1973, but it's not banned at all. It's just covert now. They have declassified all these documents. You can get them and read them yourself on the internet and send for them through the Freedom of Information Act. But believe me, some of the things that they have done to American citizens are just reprehensible. We're going to go into some of those things. Talks about a lot is putting an individual into a trance state with drugs, but their eyes were open, and the person was asked to do a task and with a code word, and they fracture the people's personality, creating a fractured personality or dissociative personality disorder, so the person actually has no memory of the action that they've completed. Even talk about inducing young women to engage in sexual intercourse under the influence of hypnotism. And they've used hypnotic techniques and a number of drugs to do this, and electric shock. Right here is what it's called, MK Ultra, and it's still being done. It's still called MK Ultra. Believe me, it is. This article goes on to talk about how, well, it's gone undercover now because public disclosure of some of the aspects of it would lead to a serious adverse reaction in the U.S. public opinion. Of course it would, if people knew the things that were being done to them and how. Our program is they discredit individuals. They elicit information. They implant suggestions and other forms of mental control. Within the CIA, not all people within the CIA were aware of these activities. Interview with one of the researchers, and they have deleted the person's name. But it's asking if they could obtain information from an individual, willing or unwilling. And definitely yes. They're working on obtaining personal, intimate information, and they've been quite successful in doing that with hypnosis, drugs, and through hypnotic control. Code words also. How it can be used as a weapon? Well, they say, watch the Manchurian Candidate to see how real it really is. Without a person's individual's knowledge, absolutely yes. It asks if an individual can be taught to do things they would not do otherwise. Individuals can be taught to do anything, including murder, suicide, etc. They can carry out acts against their individual moral feelings if they were rightly psychologically conditioned. That's just sick. Individuals can be hypnotized without their knowledge. They can be programmed to commit murder, suicide, and much more. Think about the implications. How many suicides of important people have we heard about in the news that were not really suicides? How many murders were committed by people who didn't even realize they were assassins? How much has this technology been used to manipulate world politics? Think about the Kennedys, Martin Luther King Jr., the people involved in 9/11, Oklahoma bombing, Sandy Hook, the Orlando nightclub, and many other disasters that have taken place. These people have no knowledge of it. Seize an individual in an hour, and within an hour or two have them in enough control to be able to crash an airplane, wreck a train, or detonate a device. And they can guarantee total amnesia under all conditions, including altering the person's personality. And they're asking, how is it possible to do this? Is it a gas? A gas pencil, odorless, colorless, a shot, etc. How How can it be introduced? It's concealed in commonplace items: candy, cigarettes, liquor, wine, coffee, tea, beer, gum, water, aspirin tablets, common medicines, Coca-Cola, toothpaste, all kinds of things. To talk about how it's been used in the military. Conclusion, like I said, watch The Manchurian Candidate to see how real it is. They are doing this to people to this day, this 2017, and I'm calling it the American Holocaust. We are aware that they are monitoring us 24/7. I don't think everyone is aware that the chemtrails have these kind of drugs that induce altering effects in one's personality, but somehow I know it. I know it. I know that there's testimony that they have broken into people's homes and put things in their food. I believe this 100%. Targeted individuals of organized gang stalking. How many millions are there now in America? And they could be using all of this to heal, all this technology, but it's satanic. It is satanic. It comes from a rotten tree, and a bad tree bears bad fruit. And that's from the Bible. Sorry for the lack of citation. I'm just going to say you can download all this information on the internet. It's not classified anymore. And you can also get more of it from the Freedom of Information Act if you want. Just type in MK Ultra or mind control, anything on your computer, and you'll find it. Don't think it can't happen. It is. It is. And I think that might be part of what is going on with Extol Yeshua Always on YouTube, slamming and tearing apart the King James Bible. I think they might have fractured her personality because she said she's been a Christian for 30 years. It's either that or she really didn't ever study the King James Bible. So all these things that she sees are foreign to her. One or the other. Satanic, or she is just proud and arrogant. I'm praying for her either way. And I'm praying for this world. God bless everyone. The peace of God to you all.